What is up, y'all? It's your boy the Renegade Enigma doing another video, and in this video I'm here to give you my predictions for WWE's Extreme Rules pay-per-view. This one's going to be a long one, so let's just jump right into it. We're going to start off with a pre-show as we always do, and this pre-show is going to consist of two matches. The first match is going to be a grudge match of sorts and whatnot. They only fought once and whatever, but they've been like going at it backstage for a while now on Twitter and, you know, little beef like that. And the match consists of Sin Cara going against Andrade Cien Almas with Zelina Vega in his corner. They already had one match on Smackdown Live, which I believe Andrade Cien Almas won, and I believe he's gonna win this one. So he's gonna go 2 for 2, basically be undefeated and whatnot. It's a shame it's on the pre-show. I wish it was on the main show and whatever. You know, Andrade was like really hot on NXT and whatever. He's a former NXT champion. He's the prior champion before the champion we have now, which is Aleister Black. So yeah, that's a thing. We have him on the pre-show and whatnot, so it's whatever. So, you know, hopefully he wins this and whatnot. And yeah, next pay-per-view they probably put him on the main show. With that said, like I said, your winner here is going to be Andrade Cien Almas with Zelina Vega. Next match is going to consist of a 6-man tag match, which is going to be held in table match rules. You know, basically the objection of the match is you have to put, you know, your opponent through a table. Now, I'm not clear on whether or not it's elimination or you just put one guy through a table and one and done. But yeah, that's basically it. And it's going to consist of the New Day, you know, Big E, Kofi Kingston, and Xavier Woods going against the debuting Sanity, Eric Young, Alexander Wolf, and Killian Dane. And yeah, this is their debut match of sorts and whatever. I'm not sure if they already had a tag team match against the Usos. I think they just attacked them and whatnot. But, you know, I'm pretty sure this is their debut match. If not their debut match for SmackDown in general, this is their, like, main pay-per-view debut. With that said, I believe they're going to win and whatnot. So your winners here, the bringers of chaos and whatever. You know, New Japan Pro Wrestling joke. For those that don't know, look it up. You know, that's like a running gag on Twitter and whatnot. But yeah, your winners here is Sanity. So now we're going to go on to the actual pay-per-view. And the first match on the show is going to be for the WWE Raw Women's title. And we have the champion, the new champion, Alexa Bliss, going against the former champion, Nia Jax, you know, the person she cashed in her Money in the Bank briefcase on to become the champion. And yeah, this match is going to be held in Extreme Rules match. Basically, you know, anything goes and whatnot. You could fight all over the arena and whatnot. You could use weapons. You could have interference, meaning like Mickie James could like interfere on behalf of Alexa Bliss. And Ronda Rousey, who's quote-unquote suspended from Raw, who's buying a ticket, could interfere in behalf of Nia Jax. Maybe Alexa Bliss, you never know. She might beat them both up. And this might turn into like a whole 3-way the next pay-per-view and whatever. So, yeah, with that said, I think that Alexa Bliss is gonna come away with the title, retain the title, beat Nia Jax some way, somehow. You know, dirty tactics and whatever, shenanigans, if you will. And later on, she's going to face Ronda Rousey because they got beef and whatnot. So, your winner here is still WWE Raw Women's Champion, Alexa Bliss. Next match we have is for the WWE title. We have the phenomenal one, AJ Styles, going against Rusev Day. You know, Rusev. And he's going to, of course, have Aiden English in his corner. I don't know if he's going to have Lana in his corner, but he will indeed have Aiden English in his corner. No stipulations in this match. It's just for the WWE title. With that said, even though I wish Rusev would win this, you know what I mean? And I love AJ. That's not me hating on AJ. It's just I like Rusev and whatever. And he's never shined in the WWE. He's been United States champion and that's it, you know. And he was undefeated for a while. Like, he's coming up. He's really popular, so I wish he would have it. Unfortunately for him, AJ Styles is winning this. So you win here and still WWE champion, the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. Next we have a match which I swore was supposed to be on the last pay-per-view, but I guess they're putting it on this one. and it is for the Raw Tag Team Championship. We have the leaders of Worlds, Matt Hardy, Broken Matt Hardy, or Woken Matt Hardy, whatever you want to call him, and Bray Wyatt going against the B Team, you know, Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel. For those that don't know, Bray Wyatt and Bo Dallas are brothers, and they're going to go against each other. So that's going to be kind of a hidden gem in this whole match and whatever. It's going to be kind of cool to see them go against each other, even though they probably did in, I believe, FCW and NXT and whatnot. So that's the thing. With that said, the B Team is becoming real popular, even though they're heels and whatnot. You know, the fans really like warming up to them. So I believe they're going to win this match. They're quote unquote undefeated since they became the B Team. So yeah, that's going to be a thing. They're winning the tag team titles. So you're winning here, and new tag team champions, Raw tag team champions rather, Bo Dallas, Curtis Axel, the B Team. Next match we have is for the Smackdown Live women's title, and it's going to consist of Carmella putting her title on the line against Asuka, while we have James Ellsworth, the returning James Ellsworth, in a shark cage above the ring. You know he's going to interfere like some way, somehow anyway, so it don't even matter. I don't know why they put the stipulations when it really doesn't matter. He's going to throw some type of weapon or whatever, so like, you know, Carmella would win. And that's exactly what I think is going to happen. Carmella's going to win this again. So they have to like bar him from ringside or something like that. But yeah, anyway, long story short, you're winning here, and still your SmackDown Live Women's Champion, Carmella. Next match we have is for the SmackDown Live Tag Team titles. We have the champions, the Bludgeon Brothers, you know, Harper and Rowan, formerly the Wyatt family and whatnot, for those that don't know. They're going to be going against a reunited team of Team Hell No, Daniel Bryan and Kane. And yeah, I don't see Team Hell No winning this. I see the Bludgeon Brothers going past Team Hell No and whatnot. So that's going to be a thing. Probably because of shenanigans, probably because the Miz is going to interfere, and they're going to kind of like further the feud between Daniel Bryan and the Miz. And probably next pay-per-view, maybe a SummerSlam or something like that, we're going to have Daniel Bryan versus the Miz. So yeah, your winners here, and still champions, tag team champions of SmackDown, the Bludgeon Brothers, Harper and Rowan. Next match we have here is for the Intercontinental Championship. We have the champion, Dolph Ziggler, with his, I guess, tag team partner, Drew McIntyre, going against the former champion, Seth Rollins or whatever, in a 30-minute Iron Man match. If you don't know what Iron Man match is, basically you fight for like 30 minutes and whatever, and the person who scores the most pinfalls, submissions, disqualifications, countouts, regardless how many times you win, that's a point and whatnot. The one with the most points wins at the end of the 30-minute time limit and whatnot. With that said, I'm gonna have to go with Dolph Ziggler in here and whatnot, because yeah, like, Seth is by himself here and whatnot. Supposedly there's rumors and ramblings of maybe Dean Ambrose returning and whatnot. I don't exactly think that's gonna happen and whatnot. I believe they're gonna let Dolph like shine with the title and whatnot. Rumor is he has not signed a contract yet for WWE. I don't know how true that is, so that's the thing. But yeah, regardless, you're winning here, and still Intercontinental Champion, Dolph Ziggler. Next match we have here is, I guess, the Battle of the Spears or something, I guess, because both guys do the spear. And we have Roman Reigns, of course, because you know he's the main guy who does the spear in WWE right now. He's going to be going against Bobby Lashley, the returning Bobby Lashley and whatever, to like something major and whatever, because that crap feud that he had with Sami Zayn and whatnot. This is a pretty good feud for him and whatever. He's going against, quote unquote, the guy and whatnot. That said, Roman seems to have kind of a losing streak as of late, and it, you know, going by what people say on the internet and whatever, you can't really believe what the internet says, but going by that, Roman's gonna lose. So, you know, I kind of have a feeling he's gonna lose, so I'm gonna go with Bobby Lashley, because rumor was the only reason Bobby Lashley signed with WWE was to face Brock Lesnar anyway, so he's gonna be the one to like take the title from Brock Lesnar finally, in my opinion. So yeah, with that said, your winner here, Bobby Lashley. Next match we have is for the United States title over on Smackdown. We have the champion, Jeff Hardy, going against the King of Strong Style, Shinsuke Nakamura. And yeah, I think they're gonna pull the trigger on Shinsuke Nakamura finally, like give him a title here and whatnot. Even though it should have been the WWE title, they're at least gonna give him the United States title. So that's a thing and whatnot. Your winner here, a new United States champion, Shinsuke Nakamura. Next match we have is a match I think they just threw together just for the hell of it and whatever. We have Finn Balor going against Baron Corbin, Constable, whatever it is, Constable, Baron Corbin, and Finn Balor, yeah, whatever, right? And for this one, just because he's the Constable and whatever, he has some stroke, he's a authority figure all of a sudden. You know, he's kind of above the general manager, Kurt Angle, but not above Stephanie McMahon. He's kind of like Stephanie McMahon's right-hand man in a sense, to explain that if you haven't been watching. And yeah, with that said, he's probably gonna like do some shenanigans, change some rules and whatever within the match. You know how these authority figures do and whatever. And yeah, your winner here is gonna be Constable Baron Corbin, somehow, some way with shenanigans. So yeah, that's the thing. And finally, in a steel cage match, we're gonna have Braun Strowman going against Kevin Owens. And yeah, Braun Strowman, he's probably like the only one who has ever won Money in the Bank who has not really lost matches and whatever, because typically when you win Money in the Bank, you have huge losing streaks and whatever. And you know, when you go to cash in, it seems like you're not gonna like be successful at it. And you know, a lot of times you are. This one is like different. He's still winning and whatnot. So I believe he's gonna like come out of this, you know, I guess undefeated and still beat Kevin Owens or whatever. So you want to hear from the cage match, Braun Strowman, the monster in the bank, if you will. And yeah, y'all, those are my predictions and whatnot. I've read them all off of Wikipedia and whatever. So if the order's kind of weird and whatever, you know, blame it on that, you know. So that's the thing. But yeah, y'all, comment down below and tell me your predictions and whatnot. Like this video if you liked it. Subscribe if you ain't subscribed already. And until next time, y'all, peace.